Hello there and hi.
Come on in.
Oh!
Happened again.
Thank you.
No worries, thank you.
It's very wholesome.
It's just the sweetest. How do you say no to something like that?
You don't. They're lovely.
You don't, that's right.
China has exceeded our expectations. We knew we'd get a lot of history, we knew we'd be eating some interesting food, but the extra serving of some of the nicest people we've come across in our travels has pushed China over the edge. It truly is one of the best places we've experienced. In this video, we're going back to Beijing and exploring the areas that we missed on day one. We're checking out the Temple of Heaven, we're conquering the metro system, and eating some delicious and affordable Chinese food.
So 2 servings was $3.
But this giant day of exploring started at one of Beijing's relatively less explored sites, the Summer Palace.
To start the day, we have come to the Summer Palace, which is absolutely huge and insanely beautiful. It is just past 7:30, I think now, and this technically opens at 6:30, but we are one of like a handful of people that are here. There seems to be quite a few locals coming in and doing like their morning rounds, like some exercise through here, but it is just spectacular. A third of this whole area is actually water. So there's this awesome lake in the middle that just goes everywhere. Sorry if I sound a little blocked up. I am getting sick. This is crazy. There's no one here.
Yeah, there's stuff everywhere too. Like
Yeah.
the light hitting those golden pagoda things.
Awesome.
So these gardens were originally built as palace royal gardens in 1750. They were destroyed and rebuilt and reclaimed through opium wars and things like that. But even though they're called summer gardens, I recommend being here in autumn because it is stunning. So many birds, so much like different greenery and the changing of the leaves, and everywhere you look, there is something beautiful.
It is, however, freezing cold. It is so cold this morning that there is like frost on some of the greenery and on some of the walkways. My fingers are frozen, but it is bloody beautiful here. A pretty epic place to start the day. I just wish they sold coffee somewhere. Guess how many degrees it is?
I don't know.
Guess.
2.
How did you
2?
get that right? Yeah.
Yeah, wow, and the sun's been up for a while. We weren't ready for this.
Degrees.
So this central island you can access through an awesome bridge that has got to be one of the most beautiful ones in China. I think it's gorgeous.
Called the 17 Arch Bridge, and I'd be fascinated to know if there was any like symbolism to do with the number
There's
17.
gotta be. There's so much symbolism with numbers, like all throughout China. But you come to this middle island and there's a walking track around the outside with speakers that are playing like traditional ancient Chinese music. So it's really sets the mood for you.
It really is quite immersive.
Yeah.
And we're the only ones here. Oh, there's one group showing up now.
But let's go to the actual pagoda thing.
Yeah. They're so cute. Look at those funky looking ones.
Yeah, wow. They look like a painting, like an artist.
Yeah.
This park has dozens of like ancient gates and they're really cool. I don't know why. I think it might be the way the light's hitting them all, but honestly we're stopping and looking at all of them for quite a time.
We came through the new gate where we went onto the island because it's obviously surrounded by the water. The light reflecting off of it was just stunning, and I'm pretty sure there's a place here called the Temple of Moonlight Ripples or something like that.
How fitting.
I know. All of the places, like their names are just so sweet. I love it.
This gate is super heavy duty, like a fortification.
Yeah.
They also name things quite dramatically.
I still think my favorite is that it was the Temple of Medium something.
In the Forbidden City. Like,
yeah. Whoa. This is pretty. Seems like a photo spot. Everyone's stopping.
Yeah. Should we try get a photo?
Yeah.
With those annoying people?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh. What is going on? Right. Alright. Expect the unexpected.
So nice. How long were we standing? Oh, more? Good. Bye-bye. I just love it. People are so sweet. We've just been stopped, I would say, for 10 minutes taking photos with a couple of different groups of people. They're all so sweet about it though.
Yeah.
And obviously it's difficult to communicate, and translate's always slightly off with Chinese and stuff. So someone was asking me something and I thought she was asking my name, but then I translated it and said, people go home. So I just translated back that we're from Australia, and hopefully that answered her question, whatever it was.
We were literally just walking across a bridge to go to this pagoda, and a massive group stopped both of us to take photos with all of them individually and group photos. I tried to snap a few on the camera while we were taking photos with them, so if we got any good ones, this is what it was like.
They
hectic.
were so cute. It always makes me laugh. Let me talk. Like, I just think of, are they going to go home and show that photo of us to their friends and family? Are we going to be printed out and put in a frame of their memory of their trip to Beijing?
It's also, what are they saying about it? Like, we met, who are we? Like, we met these people that weren't from China.
Yeah, it was so cute though. I always wonder, like, how many people's photos are you just accidentally in the background of? But then that happens quite a bit. Like, we are open to saying yes if people want a photo with us. So I always wonder, are they like posting that on Facebook? What's happening?
That looks like coffee.
Coffee, yeah. Oh, latte.
One
From
latte.
America. Vanilla latte.
Yeah.
Two latte.
2 latte, please. Says payment processing.
Oh, okay. We found coffee, which I am so grateful for. It is so toasty warm. I would definitely recommend trying to get here first thing in the morning. It opens at 6:30. That's the first ticket entry you can get. At 8:30, it becomes packed. So let's try and keep going. Wow.
Just walking around to the main pagoda, and there's people writing on the main pathway in water, like with water sticks.
If anyone could let us know what these say, I would be very appreciative, because Google Translate isn't working. It says, merrily welcome the snow, New Year like more day play ball.
I feel like you get the essence.
Do you? These windows are cool that they're painted on. Whoa. It's like a maze through here. I honestly don't know much about this whole area, but there are plenty of tour groups, and unfortunately a lot of them are using speakers. You can probably hear that. So it really ruins the energy and the vibe.
Yeah, I am actually shocked by how many people there are here now, almost instantaneously. Like, we were here this morning, the sun was coming up, the lighting was beautiful, and it was us and like 2 other people, maybe quite far away. And now, like, packed.
I'm pretty sure this is the super famous long corridor. It stretches for 700 meters, and all of the paintings just depict like history or legends. It's very intricate and so nice. There are so many people though. It's crazy. You got something to say?
No.
Sir. Sorry if I got aggressive.
ladies here. It's just such a vibe. So full of beans.
All the ladies.
All the old ladies, yeah.
I think they love you as well because you're so tall.
I'm like an anomaly. So the main pagoda here is the Temple of Buddhist Incense. Apparently it's a separate ticket, so you have to come and pay 10 won to get in that one as well. But I feel like the main draw card is seeing it from the outside, so I think we're going to skip that and instead jump on the metro to our next stop.
I will explain later how to get these tickets for cheaper than you're probably seeing online as well, because there is an easy way to get tickets that's a little bit more expensive, or a confusing way to get tickets that's a bit cheaper.
Budget core. We've heard the metro system is very easy in China, or in Beijing specifically, so I really hope that is true.
10 won for both of us, so 5 each, and we're going to be on the metro for quite a while, which is crazy because that is 1/10 of the price of the DD here.
Crazy. Can confirm, very easy. Getting from place to place seems like it's efficient, quick, and cheap. Gotta get the what?
Oh, that one there. Go, go, go. No! We've got to get that train. We've got to ride 16 stops and get off at Kaishkou. And we transfer to the 7.
Oh, we have to transfer as well.
So one of the apps that I recommend you download if you're visiting China is Metro Man, especially if you have an Android phone. I have an Apple phone and it seems to be working pretty well. I did read blog posts that said not to trust Apple Maps, but it's worked everywhere we've wanted to go. And that's what I'm currently using, but the Metro Man app essentially, whoa, so squeaky. But the Metro Man app will essentially help you navigate the public transport system, and it's super simple to use. You just need to know what stations you're hopping on and off at, which I found difficult to know without my Apple Maps.
Yeah. Google Maps will not work.
No. So Jordan's phone's basically useless. I love when they say like doors will open on the left, doors will open on the right. I think that's so handy.
That's right.
It's probably the one that's leaving right now.
Probably. How's that timing?
Really good.
Final verdict on the metro in Beijing. Amazing. Incredibly well signed. Like it tells you, oh, my bag fully opened. My bag is not in the best of sorts, but what I was saying is that it's incredibly well signed. All the metros tell you which exit to go out to get closer to where you need to be, and I just think that's such an easy thing. Makes such a difference.
Yeah, it is a really easy to use system, which is surprising to me.
And super cheap.
Like I think we were on that for what, 40 minutes, and it was 5 won each. That's crazy. The DD this morning was like 56.
For those that don't know, DD is like the Uber of China.
Yeah.
And it is available in Australia too. And they usually have really good specials in Australia. Honestly, it's one of our favorite rideshare apps.
Ooh. It is a different app though in China. It's literally called DD for China. But if you get the Alipay app, within Alipay is DD. So you don't need both. You can just have Alipay and order DD through there. My aim is to write a blog post of all of the apps that you need to download for when you're visiting China. So if I've done that by the time the video is out, it'll be in the description below.
More work.
You reckon it's that one?
Yeah.
My favourite is when Google Translate gets it slightly wrong. It's translated this place to Little Fat Bun. And we can get a Little Fatty King. Perfect. 谢谢。
吹了那什么，吹了猪一两，
咦？
第三个加肉的 OK，
谢谢。
在这吃，
Yeah.
再走，
Yeah.
好 OK，
谢谢。
OK。
All right. I love this. Love this.
But there's always chili.
Every restaurant that we've been to so far in Beijing has had chili oil on the table.
Yeah, like
And
their
it's like
own house
the perfect
one.
temperature. Yeah. It was real fast.
Real fast. God, they look good. Fatty little kings. So our next major stop for the day is the Temple of Heaven, but our tickets aren't there until about an hour's time. So I was looking on Apple Maps what was nearby to eat, and this place came up. It was called Steam Bun King, and that sounded delicious. So we've come here and we've ordered 3 of the braised pork and 3 of, I actually don't know which one's which, 3 of the beef one. Fatty little kings, is that what they were called on
Yeah, I
Google
think so.
Translate? And I'm so glad we came here. It seems super local. There's not really anyone here yet. I think it's still quite early. We went up and ordered. I had to take a photo to translate what the menu said, and then just had to point, and he was matching up like, oh, she's pointing to the first one. Got it. And did it that way. I also just love that when you can't speak the same language, you do just still talk to each other, as if he could, like he was just saying something to me as if I could understand, and you just have to figure it out contextually, but it works. Whoa. It's almost like a cross between a bao bun and a dumpling.
Nice.
It's really good. I can't believe this whole dish, so 2 servings, was $3.
$3 Australian.
$3 Australian dollars. That's crazy.
It's $2 American.
And tonight, I think we're going to end the night by going to one of our favourite restaurants here in Beijing. I'm going, guys.
Okay, those were delicious. I really liked them. Yeah, both actually. I couldn't really pick a favourite. Me.
I couldn't either, but I also am very excited about tonight's dinner, so I was thinking about that a lot.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Literally across the road from where we got those buns is our next stop, Temple of Heaven.
Yay! I think this is the one, apart from the Great Wall of China, this is the one I was looking forward to the most.
Yeah. Arguably we should have got here first,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
But this one doesn't open until, like the other one opens earlier,
Yeah.
whereas this one's first entry is 8:30, I think.
Right. See how busy it is.
Whoa! It is like 2-point-something square kilometres, this complex. It's actually bigger than the Forbidden City. We got a through ticket, which is like a combined ticket to everything, and I booked it through the confusing way that's cheaper. Both of our tickets ended up being less than 1 person through Get Your Guide,
Crazy.
which is nuts.
Hopefully it works.
Just a little bit of effort. Yeah.
Yeah.
全站连造一人，全站连造一人。
Whoa! Wow! God, this is crazy! We've made it to the Temple of Heaven!
Speaking about the Forbidden City, the same person who started the construction of the Forbidden City also started the construction here. And he was part of the Ming Dynasty, which was the dynasty of the Great Wall that we were on.
It's just
The
all
dynasty-
intersecting.
The dynasty that built the part of the Great Wall that we were on yesterday. Okay. Whew.
Confusing. Oh, this is so cool. It is huge. Let's go over there.
It's busy, but it's not crazy.
Yeah. Like there is heaps. There is so many people, but it actually doesn't feel that intense. Whereas I feel like sections of the Forbidden City did feel quite intense because you were having to pass through quite small passages. This is like really open, so everyone's quite spread out. I I think the craziest fact that I learned about the Temple of Heaven is that this like architecture marvel has not a single nail in there. Like the wooden bits are just locked into place, not actually nailed together.
Crazy.
Which is crazy.
Apparently, Temple of Heaven was originally built as a sacrificial temple to get good harvests.
Yeah, so the emperors would come here, make sacrifices and pray for good harvest that year.
Don't know what they were sacrificing.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether it was animals or
Humans.
yeah,
Or food or water. Who knows?
could have been something not horrible. But also I read online that the number 9 is repeated a lot here because it is the most yang of the numbers, and it's associated with heaven, imperial power and ultimate authority. So the use of it and its multiples throughout the complex reflected the emperor's status as a connection to God or to the heavens.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Where's that echo wall?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Apparently another, as if this wasn't impressive enough that this is built with no nails, there is a wall somewhere around here that has that phenomenon where you can be whispering in one section and be heard somewhere else. And again, that ability lent itself to the god being, to the emperor being godly.
It's also continued a lot further than I thought, like all beyond that gate there. So there's a lot of exploring to do, but I think we're going to find a toilet and find an ice cream.
Yeah, I've seen online that there's people that have ice creams in this shape and I really want one. Hopefully they're not crazy expensive. That's crazy. So the circular mound, the main temple at the temple, or the main focal point at the Temple of Heaven, has the number 9 everywhere, each 3 layers of marble. There are 9 steps because that is the most yang number. Hi.
Happened again. Come on.
With you?
Yeah.
That's okay, sure.
No worries.
With you?
Come on in.
No worries, thank you. Sheshe. It's nice to meet you. Bye.
It's very wholesome.
It's just the sweetest. How do you say no to something like that?
You don't. They're lovely.
You don't, that's right.
All right, let's keep going through.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Ni hao. What flavour do you want? Can we just share one?
Chocky.
Chocolate. What about strawberry?
Get one each.
You want one each?
Yeah.
We get one chocolate and one strawberry. What am I doing wrong here?
We found the ice creams.
Whoa. So flip it over.
Oh, baby. Just want to eat so bad.
No, we're gonna take more photos. Cheers. Cheers. Cute. How is it?
It's good. Tastes like a paddle pop.
Ooh, strawberries yummy. They're so cute. What a fun idea.
It's cold on your teeth.
I just want to get so many pickies of it.
So these were $5 Australian each. So really, really not cheap, but you pay for the novelty of it. We would have got one, but Emily didn't want chocolate, and I was stubborn. So we're both stubborn, so we got 2.
It's such a fun idea. We've seen this sort of thing in other places, like, where were we this morning? The Summer Palace. In the cafe we went into, they had like lollipops in the shape of the Temple of Incense Buddha. What was it called? Whatever that one was called. They had the shape, but it was a lollipop, not an ice cream. That'd last longer at least.
I feel like you could do something with the Sydney Opera House.
Yeah, and all it is a mold.
Yeah.
Crazy. If you want the ice cream, come out, and it's in there.
I'm a big fan of these giant doors everywhere that's historical. I don't know why, they're just so imposing and tough looking.
I know that like a lot of it's restored, but I feel like they've done a really good job where it doesn't seem like it. We were listening to a podcast yesterday where we were going to the Great Wall. Apparently, because the Great Wall kind of went in and out of fashion of it being like a cool thing to look after, there's sections of the wall that got tore down and used for like materials, but there's this section that got restored, and I put it in inverted commas because it got restored with bath tiles. Like not at all close to what it was originally.
Just whatever was laying around,
Whatever
patch the
they-
wall.
Yeah, whatever they had. I just think that's so crazy. Oh, this is one of Beijing's 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and that is the most of any city in the entire world. 7 in one city. I feel like that just speaks to how historic and cultural this place is.
Yeah.
The Echo Wall.
We think we're at the Echo Wall because it's like a full loop around here. But hard to test when there's so much going on.
Exploring the Temple of Heaven felt like stepping back in time. Jaw-dropping sights at every angle. Unfortunately, the crowds got a little bit overwhelming for us, so we decided to head back into the city. So
Let's wrap this video up in arguably the heart of Beijing.
To Wangfujing Street, which is one of the super popular pedestrian streets here in Beijing. Our accommodation is literally around the corner, so I think we've been here every single day, and it is just filled with shops. And the pedestrian walkway is huge. Like, I don't know why I expected less in a city that's this big, but even all of the shops are just massive. And there's this really cool billboard, like a LED billboard that's on a corner, and it has these 3D animations that we saw last night, which were so much fun. I think we might try and sneak out tonight and see some more. This has truly become one of our favorite places to travel in such a short amount of time, and we highly recommend that if you are slightly interested, you should come here because it's awesome. But to end the day, we're gonna go get some delicious food. Beijing Pie. Just tips. Thank you, 谢谢. I feel like they recognize us now.
All right, clearly we've been here before.
Yeah, I think they recognize us. It's nice. What did you want this time?
Kung Pao.
Kung Pao. We came here the first day we got into Beijing because it's literally around the corner from where we're staying, and it was on my Apple Maps, and we've been back. This is our 3rd time now because it's delicious. It's like proper Chinese food and it's reasonably priced. You can't go wrong.
The Beijing Pie, which is what this place is named after, is effectively like a quesadilla,
Yeah, kind of like a Chinese quesadilla.
but it's got pork or beef in the middle, and it is really, really good and really filling and quite affordable. But since we had it the first time, we've been branching out, and now we're getting like, we got Beijing chicken last time. I think this time I'm going to get Kung Pao chicken for the first time.
But we are going to get some bread on the side because it's cooked fresh in-house, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the plain bread tastes so good. First Kung Pao chicken.
I really like that. It's like a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. It also tastes like it's got, like the chicken has some sort of coating on it. There's like a crunch to it. Yum. I think you're really, really going to like that. It almost seems like marmalade-y. Like whatever the sauce is really thick. You like it?
It's very good.
Better than last night?
Yeah.
Wow. I just Googled about this bridge because I wanted to find out if 17 had a special number, but what I found is this. One day during the construction of the bridge, an old man in shabby clothes came to the busy building site and shouted, "Who wants stone?" He got no reply as the others took him on as a crazy man seeing his poor appearance. The poor man left with the stone in great disappointment. He stayed under a big tree and every day he chiseled the stone as early as the cock started to crow. Cocks. I'm out of breath. So many words. At the same time, the project of the 17-arch bridge was almost finished, except for a proper stone to fit the gap of the middle of the bridge. The director found where the old man once lived. To everyone's excitement, the stone was exactly the right one to fit the gap. So they think he was like the incarnation of the first ever carpenter.
Yeah, pretty cool.